mean, this isn't a story of a family who was mistreated. This is a family who is mistreated in a monumental way.
I think on an emotional, human level, putting the law aside, I can relate to what they're feeling. I can say that it can feel like sometimes there is no justice.
What is my purpose? I'm living, so I'm trying to make the best out of what I got. That's the only thing I can do.
The evening started with a call for a domestic violence issue, and this was at the house of a gal who was a girlfriend of Dan Franklin, who is Deshaun Franklin's brother.
He's in the bed, sleeping, period. He don't know what's going on. They were looking for my other son, but he's not here. They talking about the dog following him and all that, but they didn't track him to here.
At one point, one of the officers goes to grab his arm. He's got an exposed arm. And he wakes up and he resists. Now, he doesn't know what's going on, okay? He basically grabs one of the officer's vest, and his other hand falls on his gun belt. Now, the officer had his gun holstered, okay? So he was concerned about what's happening at this point. And he does hit him 3 times in the face, get him to release, backs off. Another officer attempts to tase him. The taser doesn't make full contact, so that's not working. They finally get him under control, put cuffs on him, and now they're arresting him for resisting and battery.
There's people dying every day for things that they didn't do. And that could have been me dead in my own bed for something I didn't do. One mistake of them accidentally grabbing their gun, and then I'm a dead kid.
It's too early in the morning for all this. So we just had to do what we had to do. Come outside, he's in his bed, don't know what's going on. And they talking about he struck them. How could you struck him and you in the bed asleep?
His reaction, Deshaun's reaction, was understandable under the circumstances. He's getting in the middle of the night, woken up by someone in his house. So they decide that they'd like to let him go. They release him back to his parents. They apologize for what happened, and they shake hands. They shake hands with Deshaun.
Yeah, well, we had just initially agreed to, sue and see how far we can get with it. And then it led us to the court where we got the dollar or whatever, but.
Deshaun Franklin in particular, I mean, he's an outstanding young man. And I mean, if you watched how caring he was for his parents during the trial, I mean, he is a model kid. I didn't get the impression that he was looking for any specific dollar figure or sum of money.
I see the African American community at a point where they saw what happened to the Franklin family leading up to this trial, and there were hopes that the system would work, and the system failed them miserably. The system determined that, yeah, there was a violation of their constitutional rights, but essentially, so what? They didn't value their rights.
It's just traumatizing. Sometimes I don't even want to come out my room just to walk to the store down the block, because I don't know if it will happen to me again, just because they're looking for another suspect and I can happen to have the same hair, or I can happen to have a pair of blue jeans on.
Sometimes the results that happen aren't because of what he did or didn't do. things outside of his control affected this outcome, and he can't lose faith because of that. So,
I mean, when you step back and really think about this young man in America who doesn't believe the system is going to work for him. I mean, yeah, you're talking about not just one Emmett Till. You're talking about a group of people who are defeated, who are essentially dead. The system has killed their spirit.